Hi, this is Sean from Beverage Clique, and we are a beverage academy in Singapore that's focusing on all things wine, spirits, and sake. Since this is World Chardonnay Day, this video will be dedicated to the Queen of Grapes, Chardonnay. Now, Chardonnay is a very versatile grape variety, and it's very adaptable in any kind of climatic condition. Much like how we should be like in the pandemic, being versatile, resilient, or adaptable. Now, its traditional home is in Burgundy, where you experience a more continental and cool climate. So you experience a lot of extremities, and I think that also helps to build upon its structure, how lean it is, how complex it can be, depending on what kind of winemaking styles that you employ. And because of that reason, while Chardonnay is very adaptable and very versatile, you could technically employ a myriad of winemaking techniques. But you know what, enough of talking, let's do some tasting and go straight to drinking some Chardonnay. So today we're happy to feature 3 fantastic Chardonnays from our wine partner, Straits Wines. Now if you're keen to learn more about them, please click the link below in the description. So the first Chardonnay we're going to taste will be the Oakridge Chardonnay 2019. Now the Oakridge Chardonnay is a Chardonnay from the Yarra Valley. And where is the Yarra Valley? Well, Yarra Valley is actually the state of Victoria, down south of Australia. That region actually kind of reminds me of Burgundy in a way because it's rather cool, and a lot of the wine styles there kind of takes its reference point with Burgundy. So without further ado, let's try it. First we look at its appearance. It's bright pale lemon in color with a slight green hue, and this usually signifies that it's really from cooler climate conditions and very young. On the nose, it's a great nose, very nice bouquet. I'd say it's really plus or pronounced in terms of intensity. And you get a lot of all these citrus fruits aromas, like lemon, zest. There's also some stone fruit, such as apricots, a touch of peach. And because this wine is also fermented in oak barrels, and also further aged in lees, you can get a spectrum of oak flavors such as vanilla and a touch of yeast. And we're going to taste. It's very nice bright acidity, much like what you expect from a very cool climate. It's rather lean, but yet you still have a backbone of oak flavors that's supporting it. Not overly oaked, but just a touch of it. And I can see a few pairings that might work, some of which will be like chicken rice, Hokkien. And this is going to be a little bit atypical but cheap way. I know it's a breakfast food, but you know, just go with it. So, moving on to the next wine, will be, well, it's a very peculiar name, Brave to be Murray, not Brave to be Mary or Brave to be me. So this wine is a 2018 vintage. Where is Brave to be Murray from? Well, Brave to be Murray is from the region of Murray-Darling, as its name goes. The Murray-Darling region is, well, it's, just to give you a point of reference, it's north of Yarra, so you expect it to be a lot more inland being a lot more continental and less moderated by any sea influence. And it's rather very sunny, so you expect the wines to be a lot riper, more full in the body. So let's have a look at the wine. And this wine is, well, slightly more darker, so you expect it to be a lot more medium lemon in color. And on the nose, it's bursting with flavors. It's rather pronounced on the nose, with a lot more tropical fruits such as mango, get some ripe pineapple, but still get a little bit of all that stone fruit, peachiness, and apricot. And a slight tinge of oak as well. And we taste. Much like what you expect from a warm climate region, it's a lot more fuller in body, so you get a little bit more of that viscosity. It's also a lot more fatty, not in a bad way, but you can think of a couple of pairings that might actually go with this. For example, well, back to local dishes again, salted fish fried rice. Remember your wok K, Uncle Roger. All in all, I think this is a really good Chardonnay to savor. And moving on to the last glass of wine. So with the last glass of wine, this is the Bloodforge Estate 2018. Now the Bloodforge Estate 2018 is actually not from the New World, it's actually back in the Old World, but not in its traditional home of Burgundy, but this is in the south of France, in the Pays d'Oc region. Now the Pays d'Oc region being more southern in terms of its latitude, we expect it to be a lot warmer and it receives a lot of sunshine. So the wines there particularly can be rather full-bodied, much like how we expect in Marie-Darling. Now, traditionally, Pays d'Oc hasn't really been making a lot of upmarket wines, but the quality level has vastly improved. So let's deep dive into this wine and see what to expect. So, in terms of color, it is also fairly similar, a bit medium lemon color. And on the nose, slightly less subtle in comparison to the Marie-Darling. It is rather medium plus intensity. You still get some tropical fruits, which kind of reminds you of a warm climate region, much like how Pays d'Oc is. And we taste. Now the difference between Old World and New World tends to be when New World wines will be a lot more opulent, a lot more showy. Old World tends to be slightly more subtle. So in comparison to the Marie-Darling, this has a slightly unripe fruit profile. It's still very enjoyable. In terms of flavor, it's also a little bit more medium. It does have a nice length. In terms of pairing, I can think of a few things. Chicken, and chicken. Well, what kind of chicken I'm talking about? Roast chicken, probably prawn paste chicken, aka Ha Cheong Gai. But all in all, very enjoyable Chardonnay. If you'd like to know more about wine, spirits, or sake, please like and subscribe our videos, and I hope to see you at the next one. Happy International Chardonnay Day. Cheers.